Over a century ago, the Ford Model T changed the world. Now, in 2025, it's back, and it's nothing like you expected. What happens when timeless design meets cutting-edge innovation? Buckle up as we take you inside the full review of the 2025 Ford Model T, an electric revolution with a retro soul. Let's dive in. A legend reimagined. The original Ford Model T wasn't just a car, it was a movement. Launched in 1908, it was the first mass-produced vehicle and made personal transportation accessible to the masses. But in 2025, Ford has dared to bring this legend back, not as a museum piece but as a bold statement of the future. This isn't your great-grandfather's Model T. This is a 21st century rebirth of a 20th century icon, fully electric, packed with tech, but still holding on to the spirit of simplicity and accessibility. Exterior design. From the very first glance, the 2025 Model T stands out. Ford's design team didn't just modernize it, they respected the past while embracing the future. The boxy silhouette remains, a nod to the original, but now it's wrapped in lightweight recycled aluminum and carbon composite panels. Rounded fenders, minimalist LED headlamps, and a faux front grille echo the vintage shape, while offering 2025 level aerodynamics. The signature black paint, originally the only option, is now a premium color choice called Heritage Noir, joined by shades like Edison Copper and Assembly Line Silver. It's a perfect blend of nostalgia and modern elegance. Interior and comfort. Inside, the 2025 Model T is a masterclass in retro-inspired minimalism. Open the suicide doors, and you're greeted by vegan leather bench seats, brass-accented toggle switches, and a full-width glass dashboard display. Instead of cluttered controls, the cabin feels clean and intuitive. A 15-inch center display integrates Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Ford's new Blue Cruise voice system. But there's also a manual override, real buttons for headlights, wipers, and horn, just the way old-school drivers love. Despite its compact appearance, the new Model T seats four comfortably. With flat floors and no transmission tunnel, space is maximized. Heated seats, ambient lighting, and panoramic glass roof come standard. Electric powertrain. Now let's talk performance, because this isn't a crank-start jalopy. The 2025 Model T is powered by a single rear-mounted electric motor producing 215 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. Thanks to its lightweight build and instant torque, it accelerates from 0 to 60 in just under 6.5 seconds. It's not a race car, but that's not the point. The Model T is about charm, urban agility, and a new kind of driving joy. It's whisper quiet, smooth on acceleration, and surprisingly nimble for a vehicle with 19-inch wire spoke wheels. The rear-wheel drive setup stays true to the original spirit, and optional all-wheel drive is available for those in snowy climates. Battery and range. Under the floor sits a 65 kWh lithium iron phosphate battery pack, good for around 280 miles of range on a single charge. Ford offers fast charging support with 150 kilowatts DC capability, giving you 80% charge in about 25 minutes. And yes, Ford is calling this their most sustainable EV yet. From recycled interior materials to ethically sourced battery components, the 2025 Model T is as green as it is iconic. A solar roof option adds 10 to 15 extra miles per day in ideal sunlight, perfect for urban commuters or weekend cruisers. Technology and infotainment. Despite its vintage look, the 2025 Model T is loaded with tech. The instrument cluster is a dynamic holographic heads-up display. Ford's Blue Cruise 3.0 allows for hands-free highway driving, lane centering, and adaptive cruise control. The infotainment system is voice-controlled, AI-assisted, and capable of over-the-air updates. There's also an onboard assistant named Tinny, a nod to Tin Lizzy, the Model T's nickname. Bluetooth, 5G connectivity, built-in dash cams, and real-time vehicle diagnostics are standard. It even has an antique mode that dims the screen, plays old-time radio, and adjusts suspension for a more vintage ride feel. Safety features. Safety was never a feature in the original Model T, but in 2025, it's a priority. You get 9 airbags, 360-degree cameras, automated emergency braking, blind spot detection, and forward collision warning. Ford's autonomous emergency swerve system, a next-gen safety feature, helps avoid obstacles in real time. And yes, there's a pedestrian alert sound that mimics the hum of the old T's engine at low speeds. Classy touch, Ford. Trim levels and pricing. Ford offers the 2025 Model T in 3 trims. 1. Model T Standard -$29,995. 215 horsepower RWD. 65 kWh battery. 15-inch display, basic blue cruise. Heritage Noir paint standard. 2. Model T Deluxe -$34,995. Optional AWD. Premium vegan leather. Holographic HUD. Panoramic solar glass roof. 3. Model T Heritage Edition -$41,995. Custom paint options. Brass trim, wood accents. Antique mode, exclusive, tinny, assistant voice. Numbered limited edition plaque. That's right, an electric, tech-packed icon starting under $30,000. Ford is gunning for the entry-level EV market with style. Driving experience. So how does it drive? Surprisingly well. It's not about brute power, it's about feel. Steering is light, ride is smooth, and visibility is excellent. It's a joy to drive around the city or through winding roads on a weekend escape. In silent EV mode, it's relaxing. Turn on antique mode, and the cabin fills with simulated engine noises and suspension softens for a vintage-like bounce. Ford really nailed the retro-modern blend. The regenerative braking is adjustable and can even mimic the resistance of a mechanical brake, again, blending tech with history. The competition. How does the 2025 Model T stack up? In terms of pricing and charm, it's a direct competitor to the Mini Electric, Honda E, Fiat 500e, Tesla Model 2 entry level. But none of those carry the weight of history the way the Model T does. It's not just a car, it's a statement. Ford is betting on more than just specs. They're selling an experience, a lifestyle. Something that connects the past to the future in one unforgettable package. Market reception. Initial reactions. Phenomenal. Within days of launch, pre-orders for the first 25,000 units sold out. Enthusiasts, tech lovers, even classic car collectors are lining up. Some say it's marketing genius. Others call it EV nostalgia done right. Either way, the 2025 Model T is stirring up more buzz than any entry-level car in years. Ford's strategy. The return of the Model T is part of Ford's broader strategy to bridge legacy and innovation. They're not just chasing Tesla, they're rewriting their heritage for a new generation. This car is assembled in the newly renovated Highland Park EV plant, where the original Model T was built over a century ago. Every detail, from the assembly process to the digital experience, is carefully curated to evoke history while pushing the boundaries of what's possible in 2025. Customization and accessories. You can't talk about the Model T without talking about personalization. Ford offers dozens of accessories, from vintage-style wheel covers and pinstripes to cargo racks, leather satchels, and picnic kits. A popular add-on. The T-Trunk, a modern take on the classic external trunk, complete with USB-C ports and a portable espresso machine. Yes, really. This car is meant to be lived in, explored with, and shown off. Final thoughts. The 2025 Ford Model T isn't just a car, it's a time machine. It reminds us where we've been and shows us where we're going. It's proof that innovation doesn't have to mean forgetting the past, and that electric cars can have soul, character, and timeless appeal. With a starting price under $30,000, a design that turns heads, and tech that rivals anything in its class, the Model T is once again a people's car, only this time, it's electric. Outro. What do you think of the 2025 Ford Model T? Is this the perfect blend of past and future, or just clever nostalgia marketing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive into the future of driving. This is your bike Alex name, and we'll see you in the next ride.